Alright, I'm gonna make my version of a shrimp broil. Shrimp broil, crab leg broil, however you want to call it. So I do about 2.5 pounds of crab legs. I have the king crab legs here. These are from Whole Foods. Then I have about a pound of white shrimp. It's the 2630 count. Then I have about 6 little mini potatoes that I cut into half. I have 4 sticks of butter here. I have my Old Bay seasoning. The stuff you have to have, it's amazing. And I have 2 lemons that I just squeeze on top of the food when it's done. Right here I have pack of the spicy kielbasa sausage. Right now I have my water boiling for my potatoes. I just sauteed and seared up the sausage. Now I'm going to start preparing everything and show you the finished product. So right now the water is boiling for the potatoes. I'm going to drop these in here. Be careful because it will splatter you and it hurts. And I'm just going to leave those in there until I stick a fork in it and it falls off. That means they're done. So that's that, and we'll come back to that. So while the potatoes are boiling, I'm running my king crab legs under cold water just to kind of thaw them out, because I did take them out of the freezer. They are previously cooked, so I'm just warming them through. But I always run them under water, and I always get like a fresh scrub brush. And I wash them really good because crab legs are dirty. You cannot just get them from the grocery store and then pop them in the oven and think it's okay. They are gross. They are dirty. You need to rinse them, wash them, scrub them, however you want to do it. So I'm just going to rinse them, and then I'm going to scrub them. I scrub the legs, the claws, whatever you want to call it. And then I'll show you what I do after that. Alright, so the potatoes look like they're about done. I just stick a fork in them. When it falls right off, they're good to go. That's it. So I'm going to turn this off, drain them, and then I'm going to start on the crab legs. So now I'm melting 2 sticks of butter, and then I'm going to add some Old Bay seasoning. And I just cut the crab legs in half. And then I'm going to add this butter, Old Bay seasoning to the crab legs. Bake them on 350 for about 10 minutes. And then I'm going to combine everything together. Throw it in the oven. So now the butter is melted. I added a bit of Old Bay seasoning to the butter. And now I'm going to cover the crab legs that are right here. I'm just going to cover these in the butter. And then I'm just going to bake it on 350 for about 10 minutes. And then we'll come back to the rest of it. Alright, so I have the shrimp. I just deveined them. Took the veins out the front and the back. I do it fresh. Always rinse your food no matter what. And now I have the potatoes drained and cooling right here. And then I just popped the crab legs in the oven. They're covered with the butter. And I'm going to put them on a timer for 10 minutes. And when those are done, I'm going to have the shrimp done, everything put together, and then we'll add everything to the thing. Alright, so now I'm doing melting half a stick of butter. Then I'm going to add the potatoes I boiled. And each stage of this meal, you want to just saute every stage. And then when you're about done, you put everything together in the oven, and it just kind of bakes for 10 minutes, and then you're good to go. So I just do this, and every step of the way I always add butter and Old Bay seasoning to each level of the food. So the sausage, the potatoes, the shrimp, the crab legs, everything, so that nothing is like lacking salt and or seasoning. So I just kind of, these are already cooked, they're already boiled. So I'm just adding the butter to it, and just going to season them now. And then after that, I'm going to add the sausage. So just going to season, And this stuff is so good. Like, and if you want it a little more spicy, which we love spicy, I do a little bit more of some cayenne pepper. And it's your preference of what you want. But I like a little bit more. And I just add a little cayenne pepper. Then you're just going to just stir it around. You don't want them to get golden or anything. You're just sauteing them in the butter. So, sauteing them. And then now, so pretty good. Flavored. They're all going to bake together for like 10-15 minutes. So this is just like to layer them, coat them in butter. And then I'm going to add the kielbasa sausage. It's a spicy sausage. Get it from any store, Walmart, Albertsons. I bought everything from Whole Foods. So just add it and just mix it all together. And when the stove turns, when it beeps, that means the crab legs are ready to go. So I just mix everything together. Alright, so now I'm just doing more butter because you need to have tons of butter. I did another half a stick of butter. Now I'm going to put my shrimp that I've deveined, peeled, all that good stuff. I'm just going to drop it in here. And I'm going to let it cook until it's almost cooked, but not all the way through. And then I'm going to combine it with everything else in the oven. So, butter. And then don't forget to season. So when it's almost pink, well, when it's pink, but not too pink. Because you don't want it to get all rubbery and nasty. So make sure you season. And look, it's about that time. 10 minutes is almost up. Season. Now we just need to pop this thing out the oven. We're going to get this out the oven and combine everything together. Add a little bit of cayenne pepper because I love the spice. But see how it's almost cooked? We could take the stuff out the oven. And then we're going to add the potatoes, the sausage, the shrimp, everything to the pan. See that? We're going to put it right here. And we're going to add it all together. Okay, now we're going to add the sausage and the potatoes into the crab legs. And go ahead. And you're going to get all that extra butter, but you're not going to eat all this butter, but it just makes it so flavorful. So we're just adding all this to it. And then we have our shrimp that's almost done. And we're going to add the shrimp to this little mix. Now we're going to add the shrimp to the rest of this. And I'll just scoop it out. See where it's like almost done? But not quite. Because it's going to go back in the oven covered. And everything will just kind of simmer together. Bake for 8 minutes, 10 minutes. But it's almost done. And then you'll notice when we put it on the oven, it's going to be pink shrimp. Everything's going to be warmed. And everything's flavored. Every layer of this is flavored. Alright. This is the finished product. Crab legs, little potatoes, shrimp, kielbasa sausage, spicy, extra butter. And that's dinner.